Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor. We're back in Lingris. We have finished all the quest lines in Lingris, and that means that we actually advanced the Tales of Gorgoroth did? Yeah. After completing Eyes in the Dark on the previous episode. So we technically can continue now onwards to Talath Urui, advancing the Black Book of Mordor and the landscape quests. You will see there's no vector from Lingris to Talath Urui because you actually got that vector at Dâr Mauzur. And it is my understanding that you can do Talath Urui and Lingris interchangeably. It's up to you where you go first, at least the initial part of Talath Urui. But Talath Urui at some point will lead you to the last area of Mordor, so that's why I prefer doing Lingris first always. However, there are a couple things we can do in here. We can complete these two Lost Lore quests, but we also have the vector for Talath Urui, and we also have the Black Book of Mordor in Talath Urui as well. So we're going to try and make this really quick, gathering the remaining pieces of Lost Lore. I was double checking, and yeah, there is not a landscape quest that sends you to Nelegroth, which is an area we have not explored yet, in which you can find 3 pages, and that is an area for 115 quests, for allegiance quests. But since we are already 112, I figure we are on a good enough spot to brave Nelegroth in search of those pages. There's also one page here really close to Lukbark. And that is actually the road to Talath Urui. So maybe we can skip the missing Lost Lore in Dâr Mauzur and go straight to Talath Urui. That would be another option. And I think we'll get more options as well. We'll get another time for going back to Dâr Mauzur for that quest. I think at some point you revisit all the areas in Mordor as part of the Black Book. So maybe that's a better moment for going back to that missing Lost Lore in Dâr Mauzur, and quite possibly even the Lost Lore in Lingris. But it's along the way basically, so I figure we can do that. So that's where we're headed next. How many spiders are we missing to complete it? The advance did? Ah, we already did. Yeah, I had forgotten about that part. The spider deed in Lingris is one of the easiest things to accomplish. Ah, you stupid critter, you got in my way. Yeah, would you leave me alone now? Who else wants a piece of me? Alright, here we are reaching Nelegroth. Let us see what we can find in here. Rusty small chest. No. Thank you, but no. Discovered Nelegroth. Ah, we have completed Strongholds of Efelduath as well. So you can see here, level 115 enemies in this area, but we can handle them. What we got here is Strongholds of the Efelduath, Ever on the Precipice. Indeed. And no points. Weird. But there we go. You have explored the strongholds and structures of Lingris in great detail. We didn't get the Explorer of Lingris, or... Ah no, we already got it when we completed the Kirith Ungol one. Yeah, that seemed weird to me, but no, we already have that did. We're basically just grabbing all the enemies in here. You see, there are two web-covered pages right next to each other in this area. Who else is coming? Leave me alone, would ya? Thank you.
At my begging, he has shared with me his knowledge of Lingris. For beneath the towers and orc paths is the shadowed spider haunt, the web rift, and Ungwatari's kingdom of filth.
So, we have here another web-covered page, first of all.
Thus, as Lord Sauron tells it, Shelob became his cat, and so she kept Mordor free of its foes for many years, all for the price of a few orcish sacrifices and a supply of curious or unwary travelers.
Alright, and here we have one of the rare treasure chests of Lingris. That's gonna be good, because this will open the deed for us. There are 5 in Lingris too, of course, but they are so hard to find. Anyway, here we're gonna grab anything good? No. Wooden branches, yeah, it's not worth it. You get so much junk. I mean, since those are random, it's a random chance of what crafting materials you will get on those bundles. I don't think it's that worth it. However, we do have this rare Mordor treasure. Mordor crafting bundle and Conqueror's Tourmaline silver earring. Crafting bundle for more hides and branches, but this one, agility, vitality, physical mastery, and light of Earendil. 6 light of Earendil. This might be good. Let me see if we replace this for our second earring. I think we've lost some vitality. No, we earned vitality. Quite a lot. No, yeah, this definitely, it's worth it. Worth the upgrade. And that has... We're almost there at 40 light of Earendil, which is good because... well, this area has 100 Shadow of Mordor, but... now that we're headed towards Talath Urui, we will start finding areas with 60, 70 shadow. I mean, having the extra light, it's always good. Now we're gonna leave this place through the north exit. On one hand, this will get us closer to the path towards Talath Urui. On the other one, there's a covered page in here. Right over here. If you would stop just doing your ranged shenanigans. Thank you. Web covered page in here.
In time, she became as Ungoliant, and her hunger grew insatiable. She spawned numberless spiders and crawling terrors, both to serve her and to feed her.
Yeah, Shelob is an imposing and intimidating creature. That's undeniable. But I wouldn't go as far as say she became like Ungoliant. She is like Ungoliant in her hunger, and how insatiable she is. But I think even then, Ungoliant was even more hungry than Shelob. And Ungoliant was, of course, bigger, meaner. Basically the same thing as Morgoth and Sauron. You get the idea why they are comparing them both, but there is truly no contest. At least not in my opinion. I've heard some people say Sauron gave Morgoth a run for his money, in the sense that, yeah, Morgoth was more powerful, but Sauron was more cunning. Something along those lines. It's what I've heard say. And yeah, that might be true. But if you just look at the damages each one of those Dark Lords brought to the world, Morgoth did so many evil things that yeah, I don't think Sauron can hope to equal his evilness. Maybe with the fall of Numenor? Yeah, the fall of Numenor was twisted. It was terrible. It was brilliant in its own evil and wicked way, but still. Oh, there it was, the web covered page. I just needed to take a few steps to the east. Last time I was in Lukbark and I would have discovered it. What a shame.
Driven only by her hunger, Shelob desired neither an alliance nor conquest, and to Lord Sauron's amusement, she chased him from her lair in the mountains.
Well, that is having courage and confidence in yourself. The story is complete, and it tells of an uneasy alliance between Shelob and the orcs of Cirith Ungol, which seems to have dissolved at Sauron's defeat. Shelob, however, is still nowhere to be found. This Rughor, the Pale Herald, may also still be out there, somewhere. Completed! Lost Lore Lingris! Amazing! And we could technically do the Dâr Mauzur too. But we're actually just gonna come down here. I think I'm gonna remove this one and come back to it later. Yeah, here we are, Talath Urui. Well, more precisely, the border between Talath Urui and Dâr Mauzur. We're just a few steps away from it. Yeah, this is indeed Talath Urui, and you can start seeing how Mordor starts getting more evil and evil. Like the sky, the fumes, the beasts that we'll find along the way. Stable Master, thank God.
Come then.
Stable Master to Magh Ashtu. And a milestone there, too. You know what? It's been a while since I checked.
Let us not tarry.
What else can we get? Expedition Cloak. Basically just a bunch of cosmetics. Yeah. Cloak of the Last Alliance. Yeah. Kinda nice, but nothing to write home about. However, some of this setting might be worth getting. Ability will fade vitality, power and healing, but no, we still don't have here the runes of striking, which are the very good ones. I think we can rather save these tokens for housing items for when we need it. But you know what? We are already here. We have easy access to a stable master and to the milestone. Why don't we
Gondor's eyes and Gondor's swords in this place.
just do the lost lore and be done with it already? Yeah, change of plans once again, but it's not that far. Yeah, no, I see it. I see where do we need to go on the map. It's not, might not be clear at first sight if you don't know what to look for in this map. But here you can see there's a small point of light. So that's a fire, I think. That's the visual clue you have for knowing there is something there if you are not doing Allegiance's quest yet, like we are today. And well, of course, you can see the biggest building. Yeah, that's the tower with the flame I was telling you about. So of course, if you're just wandering around Dâr Mauzur and you take a look to the left, you will see that and you will say, "Hi, what's this? Let us go and check what that is." And then you will come to an area full of, once again, level 115 enemies. The first time you come to Dâr Mauzur, you would be level 108 or 109 at best. So that would be a big nope. My opinion, they should have taken that page in here and placed it somewhere else. There were so many places in Dâr Mauzur that felt empty. There was no reason to do that. Ulorgroth is another of those hidden threats, I believe. So we of course are not gonna try our luck against him. I think we already learned our lesson. Once again, the problem in here is not exactly these enemies being too hard for us, but actually the Shadow of Mordor, which is so big right now that we have Shadow of Mordor 7. Oh my god. Truly, if it weren't for our allies, I don't know how good we will be doing in this place. Thank God we have them. Ah, there's a rare Mordor chest in here. Makes sense. Yeah, we had to use our Never Surrender there. It's just that Shadow of Mordor, man, it's brutal. That will open the deed for us. Rare chests of Dâr Mauzur and the Shadow Page.
Timeless and changed are the Nine Nazgûl. Their old names forgotten, their old titles and reigns turned to dust. New names they would earn for their deeds in Sauron's service.
The story is complete. These accounts were written by Dulgaveth the Black Word. He must have held the Nazgûl in high regard despite them being his rivals for Sauron's attention. You can't help but wonder if the conquest of Gorgoroth would even have had a chance if the Witch King and the others still lived. Hopefully this is the last we hear of the Nine Rings as well. Yeah, that was it. The Lost Lore as well. We're up to date with everything on the first 3 areas of Gondor up to this point, level 112. I think we're doing good. Here we have the new deed we just got. So each area has 5 rare chests. We're making progress there. Let me take this to a place where I can keep better track of all this. so that I know that I need to move this out of my bags at some point. Gorgot's crafting bundle and a silver ring. Okay. Parchments and wax at long last. Thank you. And what is this one? Agility, vitality, critical defense, and fate. Yeah, I could. I think I would go for the other purple. Otherwise, I would be losing a lot of physical mastery. But then again, maybe I can afford to lose that physical mastery. I'm already at cap. No, I was at cap. Not anymore. Why is that so? What happens if we equip this in here? Whoa! Yeah, that's a lot. Let me take a look at that again. All right. For whatever reason, it's increasing my percentage? How? I don't get it. Okay, I'll take it, because that also takes me to 40 active light, so okay. Not gonna overthink too much this. There we go. Bregdal! So good to see you. Last time we saw each other was, what, the Battle of Pelennor Fields? So good to see you are still around.
Eyes up, ever wary.
Beriathan, it is good to see you again. Have you come to assist us? Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Ever wary.
Well met, Beriathan. We have come to the very edge of where those who fall under the banner of Gondor care to tread. I am glad to have your company here in this blasted plain of fire known as Talath Urui. As I recall, when we last spoke, we were fighting side by side at Pelennor. That battle seems a distant memory after what has transpired over the past few days. Thurindol told me you arrived to aid us in Mordor. The Rangers think very highly of you. Speak to Thurindol when you have a moment. He will be able to fill you in.
Now then.
The battle at the Black Gate was hard fought and with little rest. We find ourselves in the belly of Mordor. I will not allow my men any further south into this dreadful land. Fires and soot choke the air. The ground burns through foot clothes in mere seconds. I ask you to use your skills for us once more and scout the immediate land so that we know more of what we might encounter. Alright. Before we continue, however, let me very briefly equip my Stone of the Tortoise. You know, I don't like getting XP from tasks, but we can do tasks. Curious Goo, Intriguing Filth. I think we need the reputation. Mysterious Ears, I don't think we have, no. Obsidian Scales, yeah, we have a few of those. And Stony Skins we do have as well. Just to get some extra reputation. Okay, 2 more. There we go, back to our token. 40 light. So now let us check. What do we need to do? Scout Dâr Mauzur. Fushan Bao and the quests in there. Huh. That's gonna be an interesting one. Oh, come on, I'm still at 3 Shadow of Mordor. What else do I need to do to get my Light of Erendi lab? $80? Come on! Sagrong. You did. The Tainted Reserves. 1 out of 4. I can see in the map 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Now, I think... Dâr Mauzur. The encampment seems largely unoccupied. Are you sure? Doesn't seem like that to me. Many supplies and rations are still scattered in every corner of Dâr Mauzur. While some of the rations are vile orcish foods, others were meant for the evil men under Sauron's command and may be more palatable. You decide to search for any rations that the men of Gondor might stomach. Creatures of war, formerly under the command of the captain of the pit, await orders in the desolate encampment of Dâr Mauzur. Trolls and Olog-hai found here should be dealt with swiftly. The encampment stretches a great distance along the base of the Morghai. It is sparsely populated with many who served under Uruks before the fall of Sauron. These foes should be dealt with before Uruks is able to turn his attention to reclaiming his former forces. Sure, we also got a deed. Grims and Spirits in Talath Urui. And I reckon we'll be getting more deeds as we go. Okay, that's the level 115 portion of the camp. So we'll avoid that for as long as we can. Orc and Uruks Slayer of Talath Urui. And what do we have here? By defeating nefarious enemies, you will gain their discarded weapons and prevent others from making use of these brutal instruments of war. Who knows how many more blades lay scattered through Talath Urui? Yeah, who knows? Collect weapons in Dâr Mauzur. This did 100 orcs to defeat once again. Is there any difference between the corroded and the rusty chests? Not that I can see, but Italian crops and Italian soil. Now, I'm almost certain. This is another 115 area. So it seems... I'm not sure. I mean, all those are level 115 areas, but... Can you... Can you complete all the quests you have for this place without going to the high level areas? Once again, the issue is not the enemy level, but the Shadow of Mordor in these areas is so brutal, and we are already at quite a disadvantage with what we have so far, so I would prefer to avoid that for as long as I can. I do remember, I seem to remember that, well, as you've seen, there are many areas in this camp that are for level 115, and they are combined with the level 113 areas. So you actually gotta find ways in and out of camp to stick to your level, basically. just that I always found this camp so confusing. I always forget where are the entrances. There are more entrances. That was not the only one. Actually, that's one of the more unintuitive ones, I would say, because you need to pass through that tainted reserve. And maybe there are other entrances, like this one here. That seems... No, that's to Dâr Mauzur. Oh my god. I don't know. Do I need to go through the level 115 camps? To go back to where I was supposed to be questing? Oh my god, I don't know. This is Lingris, right? This is the entrance to Lingris. Yeah, that's the entrance of Lingris we just went through earlier today. Yeah, as you can see, I have no idea how to access the other areas of this camp, but there are more. We need to defeat orcs, we need to collect weapons, we need to destroy supplies and rations, we need to defeat trolls. So of course you would expect that camp to be a little bit bigger than what we have seen so far. So let us see if we can find another entrance further south. Like, instead of going through here, maybe there is an entrance to this section over there that will not be a level 115 area. Yeah, that's supposed to be Dâr Mauzur once again, but... Oh! What do we got here? Yeah, this is the worst moment to have lag with the masteries. These dragons are a pain at on level. Defeat the fire drakes that have grown strong under the influence of Gashgur. This will improve the safety of Talath Urui. Is this still Mauzur technically? All that is Mauzur technically, but... God, give me another entrance into the camp. Throw me a bone in here, would you? Rockworm. Alright. The safety of Talath Urui is hampered by the many worms and salamanders encroaching the land thanks to Gashgur. You should lower their numbers and thus their hold upon the realm. But this one is for worms and salamanders. Much more easier. They burst into flames. That's so funny. Yeah, we got a new deed. Worm and Drake Slayer of Talath Urui. 3 out of 100. It's a shame that salamanders don't count for this one. Alright, we got all the salamanders we needed. And we gotta find a couple more worms. And it seems we finally found a way to the on-level areas of the camp. Not the one I would have looked for, but where we needed to be, I hope. Because this just seems to be the exact same area we were before. And I don't think the devs are expecting us to go to this place. Do they? You see, as long as we're not on a big Shadow of Mordor area, these guys really are not that much of a challenge. At the moment you enter here, and you are suddenly fighting on such a disadvantage. Suddenly you start being more careful. A lot more careful. I don't even want to imagine what's gonna happen if we try to fight trolls. But I think this is the exit from the level 115 area, and after crossing that barricade of sorts, we will be back, hopefully. Oh, we cannot go up here? What a shame. No, we can. You have defeated many of the Orcs and Uruks who reside in Dâr Mauzur, weakening Urukor's forces. We have the deed. Quests of Talath Urui, we need 50 of them. Whoa! Talath Urui is safer to cross now that you have defeated a great number of worms and salamanders. Yeah, do you see this is another 113 area? So this one is kind of counterintuitive as well. How do you know which one? Where are the entrances to the on-level areas and the level cap areas, or well, the 115 level cap back in the day, you know what I mean. How can you tell them apart? I don't know. I hope at some point we'll be able to find a way out of this, like where we were supposed to go out from. What are the access points to this place? Wow, who's this guy? Orakel's warrior. me fight that guy because... Alright. One of the Olog-hais. We're just 2 rations in, really? Oh, come on. Seems a little better now. Yeah, this seems to be close to where the actual entrance of this place is supposed to be. This camp is huge. Stop it with his arms. Stop it with your stance. Oh, come on, pick it up. See, this camp keeps going and going and going. This is a labyrinth. I have no idea if I'm going to the right path. Maybe we'll get some more objectives after these ones. Like trying to find the leader of this camp, that sounds like very confusing. I already have the name. We have one Torako. Yeah, you die. Many trolls and Olog-hai no longer await orders from the captain of the pit thanks to your timely strikes. That means we only need now to get supplies and rations? Didn't see you there. Oh, come on. One-shot it. Yeah, that's what you deserve. Bunch of corroded small chests, but let us continue pressing on through this camp. Rations. I know there is a page somewhere around here. I slightly remember something along the lines of these rocky paths. Am I right? I'm just imagining things. Once again, if we could find somehow the captain of this camp, that will be a little better. Oh, jeez. It's one of those days. Bring the rations to Bregdal. I swear, I'm about to give up right next to the point at which you find a page. 4 of it. And we seem to be approaching the other exit of this place. And I am nowhere closer to understanding how this one is structured. Like you see, here is another exit. And God help me if I know what I did inside. I mean, where did I go and everything? Outposts along the burning plain, Magh Ashtu. And there are 5 of these outposts. Gosh, highest layer of Talath Urui. 100 of these. Who's attacking me now? Pick it up. Pick it up. Seriously, all that travel for just one single parchment? Alright, let us go back to Bregdal. Turn in at least this one quest we can advance. Still need to scout Ushaum. And since that's also the next location for the Black Book of Mordor, I think it's safer coming back to Bregdal and bringing him the rations.
Eyes up. Ever wary.
I thank you for these rations, Beriathan. I am looking at what you have brought here, and it seems good taste is not to be paired with much of the food to be found in Mordor. Yeah, we can't be picky. We can't be picky indeed. Alright. Well, this seems like a nice spot to end today's episode. So thank you for watching today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one as we continue pressing forward in Talath Urui. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.